Hello everyone, today we're going to play Contra, which I did 8 years ago, and I did use Konami code back then and I still use it now. This game is not really beginner friendly, and not only that, but it can be rather difficult if you don't use the Konami code. Some people can do it, not everybody, but anyway. There's a little bit of backstory for this game. This game takes place in South America. We're taking down enemy Contras, and not only that, but some aliens that are taking over. And we're here with Bill Riser, and there's a company if you have a second player, Lance Bean. So, that being said, that's enough about a little bit of backstory. Now, as for some gameplay elements, there are a few weapons in this game, some being better than others in many aspects. The gun that we're using right now is the most famous out of all the ones that are in this game, which is the spread gun. As you can see, it takes care of enemies in a large area, making it a lot easier to traverse through this jungle. Anyway, we are now at the first boss. This weapon makes this boss so easy, you can literally just stand right here and you will never get hit. As long as you keep shooting. And now we are in the second level. The other weapons are laser, machine gun, and flare. Out of all those weapons I said, the best one is spread, the second one is a toss-up. You can either say machine gun or laser depending on the situation. I just lost the spread, that's funny. And it was off an easy enemy. Those red guys can sometimes give you a weapon or whatever. They're already preset. I don't know what they give you in particular because they rarely ever freaking come on the screen for me. I don't want to move because I don't want to take a hit. Machine gun is not bad. Machine gun means I don't have to tap. I can just hold a button on and just keep shooting. That's the plus side of the machine gun. Does that blue red guy show up on the screen? I don't know. He's sure not showing up on this screen. Now, I don't think the bullets can ever hit you if you're ducked, but the bombs that they throw sometimes, those can definitely hit you. And as you can see, we are now experiencing the first barrels that show up. There's two ways you can get rid of them. You can either shoot them or just jump over them. I love getting hit whenever I already lose the red guy. Love that. Anyway, we are now on the last screen of the level before we get to the boss. All we have to do is literally get past this screen and we'll be at the boss. Whatever, I'll take the flare right now, and I literally got shot. I was trying to press down and ended up pressing up. Oh boy. That was not my best moment right there. But as you can see, as long as you duck at the right time, you won't get hit by bullets. But you have to worry about the bombs, though. You have to worry about that. And now we are on the boss. Take care of this, and then take care of these things, because if you take care of these things first, you're gonna have to have a hard time when you get to the actual boss. This is just the pre-boss plot. If you don't defeat these guns, well, you're gonna have a hard time defeating this boss. And to summon the boss, you have to defeat these 4 cores, and then the main core shows up. You can shoot his projectile and make it a lot easier for you to get through this level. You don't have to literally lose for it to really... You don't really have to move that much to beat this boss, but... Anyway, the next level we do is vertical. Go from bottom to top. The level's called Waterfall. All we have to do is go from bottom to top. Do your best to not get hit when you get the spread, because spreads are in this level. I'm not sure if spread is in every level, but I know for a fact it's in this level. Now, laser can be the best weapon when it comes to certain bosses. That's why I said it's an asterisk to that. Now, what I want to do is not summon this thing. I think that's an invincibility. Yep. I don't know what the other thing is, but I know this is invincible. So I can't get hit. And they can't hit me or touch me, for that matter. But if they touch you, you get defeated by your invincibility. Not many levels have the invincibility, so... I love how that enemy tried to take away my spread as soon as I get it. Alright. I'll screen that guy from below. Last thing you want to do is lose the spread before you get to the boss. And that is a machine gun right there, so even if you lose the spread, at least you had a machine gun. Alright, all we gotta do is just keep jumping and we'll be basically at the boss. Jump one more time as soon as you get to the top platform and you'll be at the boss. Now, this boss has these arms and you don't want to get hit by their projectiles, obviously. Especially at this point. Now, if you stand like right here, no, too close, right here, you won't ever get hit as long as you hit. You can still be able to just shoot it. As long as the mouth is open, you'll be able to hit it. And now we're on the next level. That was probably my best waterfall. Now we're in base 2, which is the last base level, but not only that, but this one will be a lot longer than the previous base level. Well, not a lot long, but a little bit longer. About twice as long. Because you got more rooms to go through. And not only that, but you have to actually break some of these, things open just to be able to destroy them. We got another life. I think it's every 20,000 H points, but I'm not sure. This game was an arcade. Was based off an arcade game, but this game is more famous than the arcade version. Of course I lose the spread. Why not? Why not lose the spread? Why not? Good thing is this level's not that difficult. The bad thing is I still keep dying. I love how that guy never stopped jumping. He didn't even give me a chance. Okay. Now does the red guy show up here so I just need to know. If he doesn't, then okay. That's invincibility. That really doesn't really help me, but it helps keep me from getting hit. Doesn't help me as much as I would like. I would rather have a different weapon. Rapid fire. This is the third to last room before you get to the boss. Second to last room before you get to the boss. I love how this room you have to jump just to be able to get to that core. I'll take the flare since I don't have anything better. Options are limited right now. Literally, I had nothing I could do there. I love whenever I destroy the door and get hit at the same time, but this is the last room. I don't know if a red guy shows up, but I do know I had no choice but to take either a hit or not there. I tried to jump. I literally tried to jump. And I couldn't hit him, of course. I don't even know what he gives you. Alright. Now, this boss is very similar to the second boss when it comes to how this base is set up, but you see a little bit of difference. You see these enemies that show up from the side of the screen trying to basically hit you with their projectiles and give you a harder time trying to get through the level. Anyway, once you defeat all the cores, 2 of these show up, and as you can see, these projectiles that they shoot out, they home in on you. So you have to dodge these, and not only that, but try your best to defeat these things at the same time. So I think the first one just needs 2 more shots and then it's gone. Yep, I was right. Dang, I counted how many, well, I don't know how many hits it does actually. I just felt it was 2. Alright. Good thing is you can destroy their projectile. The sad thing is, with what range I got, it sucks. At least it doesn't home back in on you, it just homes in once and then stops. And we are now in Snowfield. I'm not worried about the boss, I should be fine. See? Now, Snowfield introduces this annoying enemy that as soon as you advance the screen, you'll see what I'm talking about. And there. Get used to seeing him. He's gonna annoy you because he'll, yeah. If you're not ready for him, he'll just automatically take a life from you. Sad part is there's another one that's going to show up right below you, which is not an ideal situation with this weapon or any other weapon, so just jump down to him right before he really gets a feel for you. I think this is rapid. Yep. Good thing is they cannot turn around like the other guys can. I think Rapper can only stack once, so well, it can't stack at all. I don't think so. I'm gonna do that because we have to face a little mini boss here. And seeing as I have to face this thing, I literally have to stay right here and just keep shooting it. Good thing is I don't have to move. It's probably second or first best weapon to deal with this little mini boss. You have to defeat 2 of them, so as long as I keep shooting, I'll be fine. That time I was ready for you. Do enemies spawn in from behind? No. Now, this hitbox doesn't activate until it gets all the way on the screen, so we're basically just wasting our ammo as we try to shoot it. But we aren't getting hit. That's what I look at. I could have went south real quick. No. Just continue right. You don't have to go too fast. And we're at the boss. Just let the screen scroll all the way and of course I take a hit from you, of course, why not? Alright, we're done with this level and now we are in the main base area. This level is called Energy Zone. You ready for the level of cheap deaths? Well, to a fault if you aren't used to these things. Well, here's the level for you. And it's not because of these enemies. Oh no. It ain't because of these enemies. Oh no, it's not you. It's because of these fire things that show up, and they don't shoot out fire until you get right near them. You don't want that. Just stay on the bottom row, really. Kinda had no choice but to grab it now. How many bullets y'all take with doing this? Now, this part you have to duck. It's mandatory you can duck. And I mistimed it, of course I do. Mistimed it again, of course. The only thing that's in here is a literal invincibility. Good thing is at least I'll get the invincibility after getting hit. I'm trying to jump down and he jumps up. That kills a little bit of the time that the invincibility gives me, so that was not ideal. This invincibility lasts a lot longer than you think. I found that out last time. Yeah, the fact that it lasts till now, when we're basically done with the level, is amazing. The only issue is we don't have any weapon but this. We have to face the boss now, and you have to jump over him. That's the only way you can get over past him. You have to jump over him. I don't know how that didn't hit me, but I'll take it. Well, I can't believe I did that damage list. That boss damage list. Okay. Stage 7 hangar. Now, this is very not beginner friendly. It's not because of these. I'll take the flare. But what happens is there is going to be it's right after this enemy. There will be a door that'll spawn in right here. There's going to be another one too. And if you don't know about it, well, you're going to take a death, so that's why I say kind of cheat death if you're a beginner at this game. But this game can critique a lot. I don't know why I keep saying Contra, because the game's called Contra. Well, there'll be a spot in the game where you have to defeat a door and defeat it fast enough where you can actually try to keep your weapon. And yes, that minecart can defeat you, yeah. And I can't get that. That B is just invincibility, so I usually am always able to get it, but not this time. Really? I think that's a machine gun. No, it's spread. And it didn't fall. Okay. Do not. Whatever. Yeah, these things like to, you have to pretty much creep on these things right before you get hit by them. Oh Lord, of course they trick you. And if you die, you get spawned up here. Isn't there one more? Yup. Good thing is that it makes those enemies that spawn in to the right unable to actually get to you, so there's that. Now, this is the spot I was telling you about. There's gonna be a wall that shows up right here. And we have to defeat it as fast as possible, or else we lose a life. And I thought I ducked in time. I guess when you press down and right, they process the right press more than they process the down. So he automatically walks. Well, here's a fun fact about this boss. You don't technically have to care about those things below you. I don't think you do. You can just destroy that thing and you're in the next level. And we're on the last level of the game. Aliens there. Anything's better than what I got. Especially since I have to destroy this alien here right here. And as you can see, a lot of these enemies are based off the alien movies of the 70s and 80s. So, with that being said, it's nice to know that a few games in the 80s made reference to a popular movie series. Now, these things right here can freaking fly at you and home in on you, trust me. I've learned that the hard way. Oh, I like how I didn't even know that I was getting spread, but I got it and I didn't even get hit right there. Okay. Can we not lose the spread, please? This is the last spread of the game, I think, so. I got an extra life that I won't probably need. Do not miss this jump, because one of my attempts I missed that jump and I lost my spread because of that. Of course I get defeated by that. Something that comes on the screen quick. It takes 2 shots to defeat him, I think, too. I don't know how many hits it takes to take care of them things, but Lord. I'm curious though. Okay, they won't let you stand right there. When it starts pumping fast, that means there's no one help and you beat the boss. And that's it. That's the end of this game. Game doesn't even last 30 minutes. If you're able to defeat it with that little bit of lives they give you. Congratulations, you destroyed the vile red fountain and saved the universe. Consider yourself a hero. Now, I will say, in the European version, they had to change a few things due to the fact that I guess they didn't like the fact that you were defeating actual human beings, so they had to change those enemies into actual robots and whatnot. So I think it was called Probotector or something. So yeah. So if this was the European version, those wouldn't be humans. Those would be robots. Anyway, that's the end of this. I hope you enjoy and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Goodbye, and most of all, take care.